back to Alien RestoMod Garage. As you heard, the engine's running. It's not perfect, but we'll discuss it. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the list. We started the engine. You heard it. It sounded good. The backfiring issue seemed to have dissipated or gone away with all the things it did. So we're going to move on and do other things. I did add some DIY brackets underneath to help out with that bird's nest of a wiring setup I had. I put those brackets there because it's just unused space. After I put the HVAC or the heater box in and the tubes going, it's just going to be unused space so the wires can go up there. What was done? All right, that's this list down here. As you saw in the last video, I put new push rods in. Didn't really need to, but I had them, they fit, and I was like, let me just go ahead and change them out. Changed out the TPS, the IAC, the cam sensor, the mass airflow sensor. I changed out the plugs. The gap on those are 40. Guide trays were a little loose, so I went ahead and changed those out with OE spec ones. Gaskets, all the gaskets. Head bolts, put all new head bolts in, and cold air intake tube. All I did was, remember this is plumbing. This is plumbing and this is plumbing. But just got a cheap tube just to have airflow coming in and the mass airflow sensor reading it out here than here. I don't know, in my mind, I said we may get a better reading of the air coming in. Obviously it's not going to sit on top of this. It's going to go underneath and stick out down there. And the lifters, I bought new lifters. As I was showing you in the last video, the lifters didn't really fit, and everything on the Summit Racing website said this was it. This will fit, no problem, blah, blah, blah. And you saw the old lifters didn't have like I'll call it a skirt all the way down over the roller. Well, these did, and it didn't. They wouldn't slide in one way in the hole that it needed to go into, the lifter hole. So I sent them back. Called up Summit, talked to them, ordered some new ones, and they said, yeah, that'll work. Didn't work out. So I sent those back. I looked at these lifters, and there's really nothing wrong with them other than they were, the original lifters, I'm assuming, from back in 03. But they didn't have any flat spots or anything, so I just reused them. I looked at cam with a camera, and the cam didn't show any wear or tear, so I just went with those. And that's all I changed out. The engine, it's back together, and the wiring's good, as you heard, but I still have some more cleaning up to do. I broke this little peg right here. It's for your air vent. So I got to glue that back on. My glue job with Munster glue or Gorilla glue didn't work out very well. I'll have to redo that one. But I'll put that back in, and I'll tighten all this up. I'm gonna actually put loom on it, make it look better. But this is where I'm at. I just wanted to do a video to let you know where I was at and what's coming up that I will look at. All right, here's the to-do list. Not in this order, but just listed things that I want to work on in the next couple weeks. We've got vintage air. It's a little pricey, so that might be the last thing. I got the radio. I haven't bought it yet, but I need to add that in there because I need tunes. And steering wheel and the horn, that's part electrical. So I want to get that done. And the alternator hookup, there's another electrical thing. Now the steering box. Before I start putting things on the car and I can't get to the steering box, that thing's leaking. Every time I drop the steering column to move things around and do stuff under the dash. So I got to address that, and that might be on the near future. I know the alternator hookup's the near future because that doesn't cost anything. But anyways, I just want to let you know where I'm at, what I'm doing, and what the future looks like. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time on Alien RestoMod Garage.